Happy Purim, Yosi.
Happy Purim. How do you like my
I
mask?
It's a different kind of Purim mask, but I guess it is appropriate for some of the things that we do on Purim. But you don't have to wear your mask. You're in your office alone, and I think everyone would love to see you. There you are. Happy Purim, Purim Sameach.
Purim Sameach Rabba.
A little bit of a different way for us to do Shabbat inspiration, but I guess v'nahafochu, here we are. Everything is different. And I wanted to tell everyone a little bit today about something unique to this year, to this Purim, because Purim falls today on Friday, which means that Shushan Purim falls on Shabbat. Shushan Purim, of course, is the day after, the second day, the 15th of Adar, rather than the 14th of Adar, which is celebrated in walled cities to remember that in the walled city of the capital of Shushan, the Jewish people were fighting against their enemies for an extra day. And so we have Purim on the 14th of Adar today and Shushan Purim tomorrow. But what do we do when Shushan Purim falls on Shabbat? And it's really only a question that's relevant for those walled cities, and these are only ancient walled cities. So walled cities from the time of Yehoshua, of Joshua, which essentially means only walled city as old as the 3,000 years ago that Joshua led the Jewish people, which means unfortunately the wall around Quebec City, doesn't cut it. And we're really talking about a Shushan Purim that is celebrated in Israel, in the city of Jerusalem. So I thought that in honor of this very special Shushan Purim, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in a moment, maybe you can sing to us a little something about Yerushalayim, specifically about the chomot, the walls around Jerusalem that make it so unique and that make it the place that we celebrate Shushan Purim. So for all our listeners out there, listen for the word chomot, chomotayich, your walls, Jerusalem. Yossi, it's all yours.
שישו את ירושלים גילובה, גילובה כל אוהביה כל אוהביה. שישו את ירושלים גילובה, גילובה כל אוהביה. על חומותייך עיר דוד הפקדתי שומרים, כל היום וכל הלילה. על חומותייך עיר דוד הפקדתי שומרים, כל היום וכל הלילה.
Beautiful. Thank you. So Purim, excuse me. So Shushan Purim that falls on Shabbat is what we call a Purim Mishulash, a triple Purim, or a Purim divided in three, because we take the mitzvot, the rituals of Purim, and we, being those of us in Jerusalem who are fortunate enough to be celebrating in Jerusalem, we take those rituals and we divide them up over 3 days, over Friday, Shabbat, and Sunday. And the way it's done is as follows. On Friday, the Megillah is read. And on Friday as well, we give matanot le'evyonim, the gifts to the poor. On Shabbat, we include the liturgy of Purim. So we include Al Hanisim in our prayers. There's a special Torah reading for Purim. And on Sunday is when we eat the Purim feast, the Seudah. So it's Purim divided by three. And I just wanted to call everyone's attention to two features in how this division was made. Two concerns that the rabbis had that they were trying to account for. One has to do with thinking of those who are most vulnerable. So we read the Purim, the Megillah on Friday, and not wait to push it off till Shabbat or till Sunday. We read it a day early because there's a reference in the Megillah to Velo Ya'avor. These days are significant. They should not pass us by. Don't let the Megillah pass us by. So Purim on Shabbat should be really pushed off, but we push the Megillah early. And because we push the Megillah early and we read it on Friday, we know that those who are poor people who are looking forward to receiving the matanot la'evyonim, the gifts of charity, they're used to hearing the Megillah in shul and then getting their tzedakah. And we want them to have that experience, to not be delayed in receiving those charitable offerings that we always do after the Megillah. So that's why Matanot LeEvyonim is coupled with the Megillah. We read the Megillah on Friday, we give the tzedakah. But what about the Seudah, the Purim meal? Why don't we do that one on Friday? And or even add an extra meal on Shabbat. There actually is an opinion in the halacha that suggests that we add an extra meal to our Shabbat, but there's a problem. There's a problem, first of all, with a seudah of Purim should be distinct, should be a seudah that is seudat mitzvah only for Purim. And on Shabbat, we're eating lots of meals. We're eating shalosh seudot already, 3 meals. So the Purim meal would sort of be overshadowed. But the other concern, and this is really a primary concern in this whole Purim Mishulash calculation, is to protect Shabbat. And because we know at Seudat Purim, at the Purim feast, there's a mitzvah to drink a lot, as your mask reminded us, and to drink so much that we can't remember the difference between exactly Arur Haman and Baruch Mordechai, cursed is Haman and blessed is Mordechai. There's a concern that we won't be cognizant enough to have our minds on Shabbat. And the commandment to forget or to get mixed up on Purim won't let us do the commandment of Zachor et Yom HaShabbat, of remembering Shabbat, of having our kavanah, our intentions on Shabbat. So again, in this calculus of what to do with Shushan Purim on Saturday, on Shabbat, which, by the way, is like a field day for any halachist, for anyone who really relishes these legal back and forth debates of the Jewish law. But the primary 2 concerns, aside from making sure we get Purim right, have to do with protecting the vulnerable, the ones who are receiving our tzedakah, and protecting Shabbat, making sure that Shabbat doesn't get overlooked at a time like that. So maybe you can give us a little taste of that Shabbat liturgy, the Al Hanisim that I mentioned. This is the reference to the miracle of Purim, and we're all waiting for the miracle of the vaccine to reach our doorsteps, and for COVID to be part of our history. So Yosi, please give us a little dose. If we can't get the dose we're really waiting for, a little dose of Al Hanisim to get us through the day, please.
על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים ועל הפורקן ועל הגבורות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה.
Yosi. Yosi, Purim Mishulash, this very unique Purim, is all about having lots of celebrations all at once, Shabbat and Purim, and spreading out that celebration. And I don't know if everyone out there knows, but Yosi, you have a celebration of your own coming up this weekend, don't you? A special celebration.
I do. I'm turning half a century old. It's a special birthday. Looking forward to.
It's amazing. It's an amazing way to celebrate Shushan Purim. So
it's a community-wide celebration. So raise a glass.
We're all celebrating.
Pick up a cheer. Absat, thank you. I thank you.
Yom Huledet Sameach. And you know what? You're usually the one who sings to us so beautifully. But maybe I can sing a little something to you on behalf of our Shar family and wish you a happy birthday. Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Moed Sameach. Happy birthday, Yosi.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot.
And a Purim Sameach, a happy Purim to all of you out there. We hope to see you again soon. Shabbat Shalom.
And Purim Sameach to everyone.